Good morning. Welcome to Hannaball AM, episode 19, the very best one of them all. This is starting at 7 a.m., 10 o'clock Eastern. I had a long night. There's no other way to put it. I had a long night. All right. That's why this show's late. I am sorry. I hate myself. But, you know, show goes on. So welcome to Hannaball AM number 19. I got some stuff to talk about. This will not be my greatest show. I can own that. But, you know, there are some things worth discussing, and then we're calling it. I went to bed. What's up, Otis? What happened to the... So, Otis, I was thinking about you all night. Here's what happened to the RDR2 stream. First of all, the Rockstar playthrough will still happen. I was up all night... because I figured I'm gonna go out, right? I'm gonna see what, you know, I wanna, you know, go out, connect with the people, right? See what's up. Connect with the people. I went on a date and connect with the people like I'm a fucking celebrity. I went on a date and it went well to the point where I went to bed at, what was it? 5 in the morning? So that's not great. My body's not super happy with me right now. To be honest, I don't think I've ever streamed this tired in my life. Whole life. So we're gonna see. I got some stuff planned. The RDR2 stream will happen. That will happen. Probably not today, but this sometime this week. And I apologize to you, Otis, and to anybody else who was looking forward to that. I thought that I could go be social for one night, and I ended up just getting punched in the teeth by spending too much time talking junk. Shout out to Iowa. I realized the chat Olay is not even on right now. Again, I had to make another thing. My camera is like more or less completely toast. This guy right here, yeah, it's not working very well. So I'm just gonna have to buy a new camera. So that's on me. So we're going webcam for today. Let me throw the chat overlay here, and then we'll get going. But how's everyone else doing? I'm not tired. You're tired. So there will be a Hinge update. But yeah, shout out to Iowa. What's up, Derpy? Yeah, the March Madness is underway. St. John's is moving on. Bama is also moving on, which bummed me out. I definitely didn't take them. So my bracket's completely toast, but it's okay. You just start on Wednesday. We can see the Rockstar Marathon before the MLB season starts. Done. It's starting Wednesday, I think. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Wednesday, something like that. Yeah, that'd be fun. Wednesday, let's do it. Wednesday evening video games. I don't think I'm gonna do it on this channel though. I don't think I'm gonna play the Red Dead playthrough on this channel. I think I'm gonna just gather people and then play it on Super Hunnaball, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's too far of a reach, honestly, to talk about, like, you know, Red Dead and Cowboys without sports. At the end of the day, I forget this is a sports channel, and because it's a sports channel, we'll talk about March Madness. I guess the big news of the day that I think is worth mentioning. Let me turn the music down a little bit. The big news of the day worth mentioning that just happened: Jackson Smith and Jigba getting $42.15 million a year. That's almost Daniel Jones money. $120 million guaranteed. The highest paid receiver in history is going to stay in Seattle. $168 million. What a contract extension. JSN got paid. He can thank Alec Pierce along with himself because he had a really good season. No one's surprised by this contract, but it is a big number. It's a big number for sure. So I just, you know, this is the sports news. I also want to talk about the Fanatics flag football event. Oh, the Fanatics flag football event. Where Jalen Hurts is throwing pick sixes. Joe Burrow's, you know, also throwing pick sixes. Logan Paul is doing his thing. Tom Brady looked good. Odell is back. Odell Beckham has returned. So we'll check that out. Apparently Speed can play corner. I'm just throwing sentences together, but these are all things that happened yesterday. Or no, 2 days ago. And honestly, if I knew it was going to be such an event, I would have streamed it. Okay, well. Yeah, let's see this. Also, Logan threw out a little apology video to Jalen Hurts, so that's hilarious but annoying. Here's the pick six if you didn't see it. I'm sure you did. This went pretty viral yesterday.
Just stares down its zone. You hear Brady tell him they're just passing the crossers off, so they're running underneath cross, mesh, rub routes. Very traditional NFL.
All right, I like it. When Yankees Giants starts at 5:05, you got it, Otis. Let me write that down. Like, you could watch baseball, or you could watch the Hunnaball Rockstar Marathon. Like, as if I'm not gonna beat it before the MLB season ends, but I'll do it. 5:05 on Wednesday. Yep. What's up, Giants fan 10? Like I said, there's not not a lot of energy here right now, and that's on me. Went to sleep an hour ago. People acting like the NFL players were fully serious. Got to get a grip. Look, again, I'm not here casting aspersions. I'm not judging the NFL players that, you know, in the middle of March who went out and played a completely different game and didn't play it super well. I'm not faulting the NFL players. I'm completely with you, Giants fan 10. It's funny to talk about when it's speed. When it's Logan Paul, I could care less. I don't know how to feel about this Fanatics flag football event. Like, for one, I get it, right? I understand the promotional aspects of it, and I understand that, you know, at the end of the day, it is the Olympics. We got to get ready for the Olympics, right? With flag football. At the same time, though, something about it just felt corny. Just felt very overexposed. Just felt like a bunch of influencer nonsense. And I like a lot of the guys they sent out there. I like Speed. That's the only guy I knew besides Logan Paul. I didn't hear much else about it. But you know what I mean? I like Speed. I like the idea that a streamer can play Tom Brady in a football match. I like the idea that Odell Beckham Jr. can make a one-handed catch and we can still see it today. However, the event just felt a little disingenuous to me. Watching Breaking Bad before this, but JSN is now the highest paid wide receiver in history. Good morning also. Good morning, Dallas Crimson Tide. Let's go. RDR 2 takes 3 months unless you're a psycho that only does the story missions. Jesus. 3 months. Yeah, I doubt that. I highly doubt that, Otis. I don't think I'm gonna 100% it though, if that's what you're inquiring. I don't think I'm gonna 100% RDR 2. I'll say Brady might still be a top 10 quarterback. Yeah, no, Brady's still got a cannon. Brady's got a cannon. When you're comparing Tom Brady to the quarterbacks that played, it's pretty obvious. Tom Brady's pretty good. Hot take. Did one of the Paul brothers say they whoop any NFL player in boxing? They did. Logan Paul said he'd whoop any NFL player in boxing, to which Le'Veon Bell and Braden Fehoko reached out and said, let's do it. And then he said, oh, sorry, guys. I knew I would have beaten their ass, but management got in the way. Like, yeah, right, dude. Was that when Logan Paul reacted to the man hanging? What's up, just an idea? It's funny. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's ever going to forget that one. And we should. Don't let it live it down. Logan Paul's, look, if I had a power ranking the Paul brothers, it would definitely be Logan above Jake. However, I don't care for either of them. And it's good to know that some football fans are with me now. I know Blake, who's not in the chat at the moment, but I don't know if he's seen the videos yet of Logan Paul chirping Jalen Hurts, but I know when that comes out, all of Eagles fans will hate Logan Paul for an entirely different reason, which makes me really happy.
Them at the ground. That happened because after he scored
Logan, more like he's smarter at game people. That is true. Logan is smarter. Jake Paul's just a headstrong dickhead.
Which upset me because it's comments like that that I just can't tolerate. Second, I'd like to apologize to Jalen Hurts for sacking you and later deflecting a pass that then got intercepted by my team, allowing us to score on the very next possession. If you get traded or your contract gets cut down, now we know why, and it's probably pretty embarrassing, so I am sorry. And of course, I'd like to apologize to Tom Brady for applying so much pressure on you play after play after play that had you literally fearing for your life. I understand you're older. It's not like you could go anywhere and you got frustrated, which is why you threw the ball at me. And I want you to know that I forgive you for that, because that's what real men do. And lastly, I want to apologize to everyone that said that I was not a great athlete, because
why is he talking about, like, why is he addressing multiple people here? That's not how you do an apology. You address, you know, one group of individuals. You don't, I'd like to apologize to this group and then that group and then this group and then that group and then address them directly. That's just not how language works, Logan. But of course, Logan didn't go to school. Logan was too busy bullying people in the halls. Shocking. Logan and Jake were like huge bullies back in the day. Big shock. He's not telling me what real men do with that hair. Yeah, be a real man. Be a real man like Logan Paul. Jesus. Congratulations on the St. John's win, by the way, John. I should have watched it. If I had known that I wasn't going to do a Sunday stream, I would have watched St. John's and played Red Dead earlier. But, you know, dates. I definitely think Jake Paul could be like 90% of the NFL in a boxing match. Logan probably beat about 55%. I mean, sure, but like, so could Rogan. Maybe not boxing, but like MMA. So could Rogan. And it's like, well, congratulations. You can like, you know, he doesn't get any credit for that. He doesn't get any points for training boxing for not even a decade, like 5 or 6 years, and then beating up NFL players who train a completely different sport. It's crazy. I got a noise complaint last night. Hell yeah. I heard the game was crazy. I didn't watch it though. I know it was close. Wild shit in March Madness. I should look at the bracket really quick. In case you missed it, Jackson Smith-Njigba is the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, or in NFL history, I should say. And I am on an hour of sleep and feel a little delirious. So as you can see, my bracket, not bad, honestly, at least in this top part. I mean, look, I bricked Villanova and Wisco. Thanks, High Point. Or did I say did I say Villanova? Villanova and a High Point. That being said, Arkansas, that's a win. St. John's over Kansas, that's a win. So we're going to get Duke, St. John's. I just knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Can I click on this? Let's see. Well, what the hell happened here? At the buzzer? Oh, great. This is going to get copywritten. Whatever. What a shot. Patino is expressionless. And Kansas is eating shit. There we go. What else happened? Iowa beat Florida. That's sweet. So I guess the first 1 seed is down. And Bama won by convincing margin. I mean, damn. You stop watching March Madness for 2 days. We're already in, what, the Elite Eight for some of these teams? What the hell? Or Sweet 16? Yeah, Sweet 16 it would be. Euclid's out. Not a shocker there. I'm pretending like I know what I'm talking about. You know, all this shit happened yesterday. Kentucky's out. Should have been Santa Clara. We all know it. And yeah, my bracket is just good as dead. Wow. I did not call my shot very well in the round of 32 for this whole side of the bracket. Thanks, Virginia. That's a killer. Wow, Virginia got. Damn it. All right, well, that's what I get for picking Miami of Ohio. You're still in fourth, but don't get ahead of yourself. Look, I definitely did get ahead of myself there. The fact they're setting up a Logan Paul versus Tom Brady WrestleMania segment is so funny. I mean, it's what happened to the game I love? What happened to the wrestling I love? By the way, well, we got some people here. First of all, good morning, everyone. Drop a like if you haven't already. I did want to talk about this really quick. This was like my topic. I don't know if you noticed. The title of this stream is sporting events that are good, or whatever, something like that. Good sporting events. I wanted to rank my top 15 sporting events and give your guys' opinion on it. But I got a feeling Alec Pierce is going to ask for a trade. Well, he wants a pay raise, and rightfully so. You don't expect Alec Pierce to just get paid less than JSN and get away with it. Refs try to save Kansas and SU sent them all home. Refs get a boss call at halftime and push Patino out. The beef will never end. Fucking joke in the possession before the ball went out of bounds. Baseline, they didn't call it. KU got put back to the tie. Refs also missed a blatant goaltend game. Never should have been tied to begin with. See, they don't want to see him win. Don't want to see him win. I get it. The best sports events ever. There it is. There it is. Well, March Madness is on the list. It's not very high, but it is on the list. And TTU losing, screwed over Otis in the bracket. I'm jumping all over the chat right now. My mind is... I really do. I'm working on my AI video. That's another reason why I'm so damn tired. I really do think ChatGPT could run circles around me right now. I'll give it to it. Logan Paul will get mauled by all NFL players except for some QBs and special teams. I think Logan. I mean, Logan's a big guy. Hate it or love it, Logan's a big guy, dude. He's like 6'4". I feel like Logan could take down some wide receivers. Like I think Logan Paul could handily beat the shit out of Wandale Robinson. And honestly, I kind of hope he would. No, I don't. No, I don't. Logan Paul sucks. All right. This is me ranking the best sporting events in the world. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. All right. Again, I'm just gonna jam through this. I should have made a graphic. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I'm on 1 hour sleep here, so cut me some slack. In reverse order, top 15. Number 15, Tour de France. Number 14, college football playoffs. Number 13, Stanley Cup. Number 12, Wimbledon. Number 11. I say that as if I ever watch Wimbledon, but I felt like it was worth mentioning here. Number 11, Masters. Number 10, WrestleMania. Number 9, Summer Olympics. I don't feel great about it, but sure. Number 8, March Madness. Number 7, NBA Finals. Number 6, Week 1 of the NFL season, specifically Sunday. Number 5, Royal Rumble. Number 4, the big boxing match of the year, whatever that may be. Number 3, World Cup. Number 2, Super Bowl. And number 1, the NFL Draft. Who agrees? Who disagrees? Ball game. I see you didn't hit a buzzer beater. There would be a lot of ref ball talk this morning. Shit, and I'd be spearheading it. SJU got screwed, and my bracket is completely tanked. You're gonna do a video on the problem with NBA expansion. If they do feel like teams are too bad to expand, so many teams are tanking already. I love the argument for it. I should say I love the argument against it. I don't think tanking is going anywhere if they're gonna add 2 teams. I don't think it's a good idea. I do think 32 teams in a sports league is a good idea. However, I don't know if I'll make a video on it because I think it's pretty blatant, and I don't really think the NBA gives a shit. I don't think the NBA cares about making a good product. Is that crazy to say? I don't think so. It's like, it doesn't even matter. I'm moving this over here. It doesn't even matter. Indy 500, that's good. That's good. Stanley Cup that low, throw the list away. Well, shit, I don't watch the Stanley Cup. Look, this is mostly according to Hunnaball. And like mostly according to Hunnaball, it's like, well, I don't even know why I put Wimbledon on there or the Tour de France, like as if I watched cycling. But Indy 500 wasn't going to make the jump. Logan's dog walking all wide receivers, running backs, and DBs in a strictly boxing match. He'd probably beat Deontay Banks. NFL players are elite athletes, especially younger players. You don't stand a chance. Well, this is a funny debate. Could Logan Paul beat the majority of NFL players in a fight? I wonder if he could beat NBA players, because NBA players have length, but they're super like skinny. Being an elite athlete doesn't equate to being a good boxer. You see, it's technique. Being the number 1 pick in the draft is better than the Super Bowl. Well, I guess, yeah. Unless you're going to the Raiders. The NBA is Hollywood with a bouncing ball. They trade on the celebrity of their players and other structure of their games. I guess, but how long is that going to work? How far is that going to take them if they refuse to market new stars? They didn't even talk about the Thunder. Unless it's LeBron, who gives a damn? There's so many issues with the NBA. If you want to broaden the scope, that's what today should be. Mayhem Monday. Everything wrong with the NBA. The season's too long. These are all things that have been said many times before. I'm not bringing any new ideas to the table. The season's too long. The aesthetic sucks. If we're being on the aesthetics, like NBA logos today. Again, I know I'm not the first person to say this. These logos are shit. We all know it. All right, is there like just a splash screen? Oh god, let's go here. Yeah, these logos all look like shit, if we're honest. I mean, come on. These circle logos are bullshit. Like, they suck. They suck. They're not good. They're not fun. Jeez. Chat's not being able to be read. Whatever. Came in the middle of the list. Why would the draft rate higher than Super Bowl? I like the draft. The draft's more fun. Super Bowl is great, but I like the draft. The draft is awesome. Where did they put the World Series? World Series is not on the list. Didn't make the cut. Sorry. Not a big enough deal. Random hot take that has nothing to do with football. We were way too hard on Macklemore. Morning, Jarv. Made me laugh. I'm too tired to laugh. They have stars and they make a lot of money overseas you don't see here. I'm sure they do. Like, I'm sure. Look, I'm not disputing the fact the NBA makes money. What I'm saying is the on-court product is not good, and that will perpetuate through the next 10 to 20 years, and the product will take a significant downturn in profits and money and all this shit. It'll go the way of the dinosaurs if they don't adapt the game soon, and it's tough not to see it on the pike and completely go doomer about it. He's nowhere near as bad as and problematic as people be about to be. Here's that Grammy. Macklemore deserved that Grammy. Where's the love for the white guy? Come on. Who's this with that? That was my list. That was my list that I made. Jeff has more in-person attendance. It's impossible to be too hard on Macklemore. I see we got conversations going here. Completely forgot about NBA when March Madness starts. I never forget an NFL of college football playoffs run. See, exactly. That's the thing. I wasn't sure. I put March Madness at 8, and then I put the NBA Finals at 7. Just because I think I'm very biased when making that list. I'm more likely to watch, I don't know, 4 or 5 games of the NBA Finals than I am to watch March Madness all the way through. Can I? What? There it is. There. Thank God. That looks better. I was like, what? All right. These logos look like shit. Like, I could... You guys know what the Celtics logo looks like. It looks like garbage. I mean, come on. What the hell? The idea of moving to Minnesota and Memphis to the east, right in Vegas and Seattle. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen, yeah. Which, you know, go Lakers. Sign us up. Yeah, move all the good teams. I hope they go to 4-team divisions, I'll say that. I don't think they will, though. Adam Silver hates fun. Adam Silver hates making the game more interesting. I've realized that. He only likes FanDuel. Adam Silver only gives a shit about what FanDuel has to say. And taking has become such an issue. I don't know. Did you guys see the Nets game? The end of Nets-Knicks? What the hell was this? Hold on. Enough of the Logan Paul. Who gives a shit? He's a fake celebrity. Orlovsky calls Ty Simpson best quarterback in 20... Well, this is worth checking out in a second. But look at this. Okay. This is 93-92. Nets are down 1 with 1.5 seconds, and they choose to take this shot. Half court heave. Doesn't even hit the paint. And then look at this. They're laughing and high-fiving. They don't even give a shit. So that's crazy, objectively. So taking is a huge issue. That's another thing that sucks about the modern NBA. So players have less swag, I'll say that. NFL draft is exactly 1 month from today. Drop a like if you haven't already. Let's see this clip.
Is going to be the first quarterback taken in this draft. Certainly that is at least the conventional wisdom, and Ty Simpson could fall anywhere in the first round. You have looked at the tapes. What are you seeing?
I think Ty Simpson is QB1.
That's my favorite just because betting choosing an underdog or favorite. You know, you give it all they can.
Look at the body of work and what was asked of these.
If you caught the Pacers last year, that would have been a legendary betting run. I'll tell you.
Carry their football team to play well. Ty Simpson, and it's not close between those two quarterbacks. Who took more games over throughout the course
swag,
of the season?
Hannah? Yeah, you get cut me some slack, Jarv. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Like, okay,
I'm on an hour of sleep here. Yeah, I'm gonna say swag.
In college and what you're gonna be asked to do in the NFL and what translates. I start with what do you?
I forgot why. I saw some video talking about the word swag.
I would tell you that Ty Simpson is more consistent in that regard. There's not a ton of moments of panic out of Fernando Mendoza.
And then there's moments when he immediately drops his eyes and becomes a runner. Ty Simpson more consistent in that. What guy was asked to do more NFL throws?
Shout out to Mike Green.
When I say NFL throws, I'm
Mike
talking
Green.
15, 20, 25-yard in routes, crossing routes, deep corner or sail routes. Ty Simpson, and it's not even close in that regard.
Well, there you go, guys. Orlovsky likes Ty Simpson because he's cool, calm, and throws a good pass over the middle. Thanks, Dano. Getting a top 4 pick this year may as well be the same as getting a first pick on most drafts. I don't disagree. I know it's a great class, but I mean, damn, dude. You know? It's like, this can't be the solution. Because draft classes will get good. That's the thing. Draft classes will continue to get better. The game will get better. I had the Heat 2 years ago when they on a run. That's great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Ty going 18 to Minnesota. I mean, it's right there. It's right there. The Pacer Halliburton run was just amazing to watch. Yeah, that did pump some life into the NBA. The 20, like, it's easy to rip on the NBA, and I will never not do that. But I do it out of care. Last year's NBA playoffs were very great. They were exciting. And yeah, that's the adjective I landed on there. Checking me the Friday stream. I was like, Six Flags. James, you're all good, man. Hope you had fun at Six Flags, dude. Six Flags is the best. Love that spot. I always judge people who live near me and haven't been to Six Flags. I mean, where I'm at, it's like, oh, you could hit Disney. Or you could be a real man and go to Six Flags. So, you know. Torrance needs to be in the East. We'll see what realignment will look like. A lot of great creators have made videos talking about it, though. I mean, shorts, long form. You name it. The NBA playoffs are usually always good. Yeah, until the Lakers get bounced. This is how you had a RPO heavy offense and had some pro style due to the non-fucking existent run game. You can talk yourself into Ty Simpson, but it's a long walk. Nobody wants to expand while they're in a salary cap crisis. SMH by head. The MLB has no clue what's going on. Much like I don't. It's Ham, number 19. So buzzed my hair last night. Hell yeah. James is going all in 2026. I like it. A month before the draft. And got a prom date. Like I said, all in. Let's go, James. Love it. The Lakers don't start off great, and then the Lakers get bounced. Oh, come on. Everyone loves hating on the Lakers, and I get it. Yeah. Lakers are going to be good, man. Lakers are going to be A-OK. DeAndre Ayton decided to take a look in the mirror. Luka's 60-piece. Reeves is doing it. LeBron's taking the third role. Things are working out. Marcus Smart makes some shots. And the Lakers can beat anyone, especially those damn Thunder. Probably not the Spurs, but those damn Thunder. The NFL needs to expand for no other reason than giving St. Louis a team again. I don't think St. Louis wants a team again. I could be wrong, but I don't think St. Louis would even take a team. I think they'll send them away. And the NFL has no heart. It's the no fun league. That's a good point. If the Pelicans were in the East, they probably would go a lot further. They'd actually win a series. That would be crazy for Pelicans Nation. Lakers are playing. Oh wait, Lakers could be good. Son, are gonna be good. Son. Lakers are playing as a 3 seed. Yeah, a pretty good 3 seed. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be fine. The Raiders move to LA, Chargers back to SD, and give Vegas a completely new team. Well, that's not happening. That's just straight up not. I mean, that makes sense. I like the idea. The Raiders are definitely more of an LA team than the Chargers are, but that's just not gonna fly. By that hype, St. Louis would take a team back in a heartbeat. All right. Well, I mean, that's not what the vibes looked like. I don't think the NFL would want to send St. Louis a team, so I don't think this would work for either. Raiders move to Oak, back home, and bring back Derek Carr. I lost my connection streak. I haven't got in the last 2 days. Not out of lack of trying. I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't figure it out. Okay, so there's some rugby player. Well, we gotta check this out. There's some rugby player that's apparently some hot recruit. Why is every website dark? Oh. There it is. Nefke was never played a football game, so only watched highlights of the sport. But over the past week, the 6'7", 295-pound rugby player from Ireland has been one of the hottest commodities in college recruiting. Miami was the first to offer, who projects to the guy who projects as an O-lineman. That's not as fun. I would have rather seen him be a running back or something. Will be a first-round pick one day. Remember this tweet. Wow. I mean, again, this kind of ability, why the hell are you playing him on the line? I'm not going to read any further. You guys get it. Nef Giwa. Remember the name. Todd Monken wore a suit? What a ridiculous article. Also, CT and asthma are fake? I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Cam Scadaboo hopped on the Bring the Juice podcast. Is that OJ's podcast? And with Frank Delena, and said that CT and asthma are fake, which is like ridiculous, but kind of funny. It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of objectively hilarious. Like, I could play all like, oh, we got to be responsible. You know, remember, understand where you're at, Cam. But honestly, who gives a shit? I just wish he would get out of the public eye. I'm sick of reading about Cam Scadaboo quotes. Our 4th-round pick running back who played 4 games this season is now the talk of the town every time he opens his mouth. It gets annoying, man. That's my one thing. I like Scadaboo, but can he stop talking? Damn. Shut up and dribble, man. Jeez. It's just, don't say stupid shit. This happens all the time, dude. The Giants draft a player who's good for like a month. Then they have all this media spotlight, and then things get crazy, and then the media turns against them because the New York media is crazy. That's my step fake. You should go to sleep. I'm good. Is Jonte Marino? Great. And then you guys could duke out the whole NOLA. I'm not gonna argue about the New Orleans Pelicans at 7 in the morning. I say that as if 7 in the morning is super early. It's just, you know, we're tired. But yeah, Cam Scadaboo said it. He said asthma's fake, CT is stupid. He did apologize after the fact, but I still thought it was funny. So there you go. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but you could toss your inhalers. Dr. Scadaboo's in office. All right, doing the connections with this level. Overtime. Wait. Oh, great. I can't. Unbelievable. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, overtime, extra innings. Extra end? Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Nice. Used to break a tie. How about that? Kentucky, Louisville, St. Louis, Arizona. Or is it Ball State? It could be Ball State. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm overthinking this. Hold on. Shotgun, Wishbone, Wildcat. There it is. So simple. All right. Oh, and then these are Shea. No, these are Shea words. MVP 2, Thunder, Kentucky. There it is. There it is. This one was easy. No sleep, don't care. Crushed it. Cardinals, duh. Damn, what an easy one. 3 out of 5 difficulty. What kind of square was getting questions wrong on that one? Whatever. Are we surprised that Cam Scad was joking about CT? Everyone makes CT jokes about him when he does his bad thing. Overreact to a non-story. No, I'm with you. Honestly, that's a great point. It's like, oh, it's all fun and games until Cam Scadaboo actually speaks up. I'm like, here's the thing. Cam Scadaboo is kind of like, I don't blame him for the attention the media gives him. He's everyone's favorite running back because he was good in college and like he plays hard and he's funny and he's on the Giants and he's like butting his head into the wall. But you're so right, Jarvis. It's a complete double standard. And like, damn, dude, are we gonna beat this CTE Cam Scattaboo joke till death? Like, is this really going to be the only joke? If I have to see that video of him, like, hitting his head on the wall again in college, it's like, can we move on? I think that's my biggest thing. It's like, the joke is old. Can we pick a new joke? Like, I'm sure he's over it. And it's like, oh, well, what? Because he's short and he, like, runs hard, he's for sure going to get, like, a brain injury? Dude's foot was pointed the wrong way and people are worried about CTE. Yeah, right. Do the global. I will. That's a good call, Otis. Knew we were drafting when we drafted him. Yeah, dude, a running back a power running back who can't block, who's getting better at it. Globe, lol. Got it. Not quite. Let's do it. All right. You know what I'm feeling? Turkey. Wow, that was my attempt at spelling turkey. Rook. What? Show me Turkey. 6,000. Is that a lot? That's a pretty big distance. All right, got it. If it's Africa, we're in trouble. I don't have my African geography down super well. I'm just gonna guess North Italy. Shit. It's cooler. Which means it's this way. Oh, God. All right. India. Dude. What is happening? It's warmer, but not by much. We're on the wrong side of the planet. All right. Let's flip it up. Mexico. Nope. Okay. Wow, this has been brutal. This has been actual agony. Chad. All right. I don't think it's Chad, but we can go for it. Show me Chad. Whoa, Chad's closer. It is in Africa. Good. Ugh, okay. So clearly it's south. Is it just South Africa? The southmost point? What? What? Adjacent to the answer? What do you... So it's the answer? Oh my God. This is where I have to use my phone a friend. All right, does anyone know what the hell this could be? Bhutan, Ghana, Cuba, Madagascar, always a good first guess for Africa. Well, are we factoring in the South Africa is like right there? Like, what is neighboring? Lesotho. All right. Show me Lesotho. Okay, that's not a thing. Show me Laos. Nope. I don't even know why I threw that in. It's not North Africa. It's probably the one in it. What's the one in it? Yeah, what territory is this? You're probably right, James. Damn. Lesotho. The hell's... I'm unfamiliar. Lesotho. Nope, I did not mean Estonia. Equatorial Guinea. All right. I don't know why there's no like fill bar. Guinea's warmer. Is that what I... Nope. Damn it. Lesotho. I don't think that's a country, guys. Oh, what the hell? It is a country, but it is not the answer. It's one of these. All right. Maldives. Thought it was Maldives. Little off. Let me think. Lesbians. Thanks. Thanks, Jarv. Angola. Eswatini. All right. Angola. I misspelled it. What else was it? Eswatini. All right. Eswatini. Whoa. Okay. Well, it took a little bit to get there. We threw the Maldives down, but Eswatini. Well, guys, that's the global. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Guys, we were too hard on Macklemore. My favorite comment of the day. Unrelated to sports, but we were too hard on Macklemore. The guy made good music. He just didn't deserve that Grammy. But he knew he didn't deserve that Grammy. That's why he texted Kendrick. And in case you didn't believe him, he posted on Instagram. What a weird... the 2010s were hilarious. They were odd, but they were hilarious. Anyway, so what's up with y'all? I feel bad. I really should have gotten more sleep last night. But of course, had I gotten more sleep, then I wouldn't have time. Jeez. For a Hunna halftime Hinge update. That's right. I went on a date. And it went well. I mean, so well that I got no sleep last night. Not because I was up all night, you know, putting in work, for lack of a better term. We were just talking. We're talking till 5 in the morning, basically. Which I'm not used to. Staying up till 5 a.m. like I'm a young kid. Like I'm a young man or something. No, man. I had a whole ass combo. Good time. I'll tell you, man, dating in 2026, if I haven't brought this up yet, dating in 2026 is crazy and weird and tough. What I will say, a lot of guys out there are not setting high bars. I'll say that much. A lot of guys out there are kind of not doing too much, for the record. This girl told me that she met a guy who, I don't know why I'm telling this story. She told me this story and I was like, I gotta tell the stream. Basically, matched on Hinge, and the dude texted her, random night, like 6 months after they matched. They never went out. He was like, hey, I gotta tell you something, and I want to tell someone that I don't know. That way this doesn't follow me. My mom is sleeping with my high school bully. And he's texting me about it. And sending me pictures. And I don't know what to do. She tells me this. That this guy is doing all this. And he's sending her the screenshots that the high school bully is taking of the mom. So, like, I guess that's not even on the guy's fault. I frame that as, like, guys suck. I guess what I should say is dating is tough out there. And if your mom gets with your high school bully, you gotta kick some ass, for lack of a better term. Bro, what did you get in the end zone? What base? Like, we talked. What base? If I had to put the date in football terms, I would say it wasn't even like a game. It was, no, that's bullshit. It was like a practice where we like really figured, it was like Spygate. We really figured out the other team's game plan, but no actual progression was made. We went to mini golf, dude, and I'll tell you, the mini golf sucked. Like, no, like the mini golf, I went to this new spot that opened up by me. It's like It's like an expensive mini golf. It's like mini golf for adults. I don't know if you guys have it near you. It's called Holy Moly. Oh my God, it was terrible. I don't want to be the guy that complains, oh my God, I need a quality game of mini golf. But wow, was I disappointed. First of all, they put X's on my hands because I didn't bring my ID. 23 years old. I didn't think I need to bring my ID to mini golf. So they're like, all right, well, you got a picture? So the guy was cool, I guess. He let us in. But yeah, so big ass X's like I'm CM Punk on my hands here. That way I can't buy drinks, which I wouldn't even have done to begin with. Because again, it's mini golf. I'm not going to the Coachella. I'm trying to play some golf, dude. You walk in, you get more stimulated in mini golf than I have in the last 10 years combined. I've gone to nightclubs with less music than this damn mini golf spot. The holes were stupid. I did win. It was indoor. Holy moly mini golf. 2 thumbs down from Hunnaball. Honestly, I hate holy moly. Why is it inside mini golf? Thank you. Yes. Yes. Did she know he was his bully? So here's the thing. Yes. So the mom knew. The mom knew and just didn't do anything about it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Your mom, not my mom. I didn't know. Not my mom. This has nothing to do with me. She told me the story and I thought, golly, dating is so weird. Okay. I gotta think of like some sort of demonstration here. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, this is definitely not the right software to use for a demonstration like this, but we're gonna keep on trucking. Okay, so check this out, right? Imagine this. Imagine this. All right. So we got the high school bully. All right, hold on. This isn't gonna fly. Jesus. Okay, there, and then yeah, mom, there it is. I don't even know what's gonna come up here. Sure. All right, look at this, right? So let's lay it out. So this is me, right? I'm the smiley face in the story. I am not important. I am just watching from the sidelines, just, you know, seeing what's happening, right? So here's the mom. Here's the guy. I need more characters here. Okay, now we're starting to feel it. Okay. This is a better mom graphic, but whatever. Okay. Sure. Okay. Now we're feeling it. All right, cool. I need one more person who wants to play in this play. All right, here we go. All right. Let's restart here. Let's restart. Okay. So there are 2 women in this story, and I only got one. 2 women in this story. This woman's AI, clearly. My bad. Not trying to use AI, but again, it's Adobe's fault, not mine. Okay. So here are our characters, right? We'll leave out this guy. Okay. God damn it. Okay. We're caught up now. So basically, again, to prove my point, I am not involved. I am just watching from the side, okay? You have the mom who apparently is not clearly not on good terms with her son, so to speak. So the son and the mom were together. Then the high school bully, who, you know, said apparently in high school, oh, I'm gonna, you know, get with your mom one day. So it's like a full-ass syndrome-like character arc here. I'm gonna get with your mom someday. And then he did it! So he goes over the son's head and gets with the mom. That in and of itself is kind of awkward, right? The son's out here in the cold, you know, hung out to dry, so to speak. Meanwhile, the mom and the fella are, you know, going at it. So the mom apparently knows that this is his high school bully and that they were in the same class, you name it, right? And obviously robbing the cradle a little bit. So then she gets very into it. So they're both like very like, you know, let's do this. This is a lot of fun. I like this. I like burning bridges for family relationships for a quick lay. I enjoy that. So then she and this guy are going back and forth, texting texting and pretty vulgar stuff. So what happens is, okay, sure. They're texting pretty vulgar stuff back and forth, right? They're going back and forth. So then he texts the guy who was being bullied, like, hey man, I just did your mom. And he's like, no, you didn't. So then he sends screenshots of them talking with some explicit pictures of, like, every possible thing you could imagine that's like could have gone bad in this story for this fella did in fact happen. So he was crashing out so crazy that he felt the need to text a random girl that he met on Hinge, didn't even go out with, about it. So then she was told about it, and then she told me, which is where we're at now. And now I'm telling you guys. So long story long, the mom wronged the son, and then the bully won. The bully won at the end of the story. There you go. That's that. Isn't that crazy? Type of shit Barney would do. Honestly. Yeah, it is the type of shit Barney would do. That's a great pull. Definitely uses the guy in the suit as a bully. The other one definitely looks like a cucked son. You're probably right. You're probably right. Put me in, coach. That's a horrible mother. Hannibal storyline. Yeah, no, like that is a horrible mother. I don't want to throw stones here, but yeah, I think that's safe to say. Oh man, yeah. So what do you guys think of that? She told me that. I was like, I gotta tell this stream. Long story long. Yeah. He's about to start a villain arc. He's about to like commit a crime. Yeah, you could say that. Nice guys do finish last. I wouldn't look. I mean, that's an interesting read out of that story. The guy could have been a dick. But like the guy who got bullied very well could have been an asshole. We do not know if he's a nice guy or not. All we know is that he made the mistake of being born. And there it is. There it is. I feel like someone's gonna get, yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, something's gonna go wrong here. I'm telling you guys now. That way when we all hear the story in the morning news, it'll be like, Hannibal dropped it first. Hannibal was first to the scoop. I'm telling you, that man has a humiliation kink because this is one of those stories you don't tell anyone until you're in handcuffs after going postal. Yeah, that's kind of the read we both kind of got, me and the date, because we're like, either he's lying, but again, I doubt it because he showed her the screenshots, or he's got some pretty, I'll say it, deep-rooted issues. I'll say it, you know, if that's the kind of thing that fires you up, you should probably go to therapy and church. Do something, go on a walk, or I don't know, anything, man. Golly, move to Nepal, I don't know. Shit, man. If that happened to me, I certainly wouldn't be streaming on YouTube. Probably wouldn't walk this earth for much longer, but you know. William Plaza got picked on for not being man enough or something lame like that. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. This is like some Euphoria shit, honestly. Oh, I watched The Boys, by the way. It's unrelated. I watched The Boys. I like where this season's going thus far. That's exactly what she said. I didn't want to say that's what she said. That's exactly what she said. It felt like a Reddit Ask Me Anything. A Reddit, like, just tell all. Like, it didn't feel real. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I should have asked her to, like, show me the screenshots because it was in her text convo. But I didn't want to see the dudes, like, Johnson. I don't. The dude's pecker. No, he just needed someone to tell about it. I kind of get it. Someone he has no ties to. Damn. All right. So Jarvis with it. Jarvis defending the guy. Honestly, I get it. Shit. I get it. I mean, it's just it's not a good look. I just don't think that's healthy healing, though. I don't think that's a good way to approach a very tough and unique situation. Maybe not everyone's into therapy. That's fine. But, and I get that you don't want to tell a close friend about that. I think the only action is to get physical. And I know that's easier said than done. I think that's the only action that I think I could go about. I'd buy a baseball bat, and that's as far as in detail I'm going to go. I'd buy a baseball bat. Fire hose. Like, this is just an NTR story, bro. And then how close is he even with a girl to be telling her this? They matched on Hinge like half a year ago. 6 months ago. They've never met. They've never met in person. So this is basically just like, let me just trauma dump really quick and then, you know, we'll never see each other, so whatever. Man. I mean, good Lord. I like this girl, man. She tells good stories. Multiple times throughout the night, I was like, am I stupid as hell? She's older, and she made me very much feel it. 18 months older. I felt very dumb. I mean, telling a therapist is just talking to a stranger with a degree. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And getting feedback. That's also helpful. I'm not approaching this carefully if this happens to me. Yeah, no. I don't want to incite violence on this channel and certainly don't want to get thrown off, but like, yeah, basically. Am I 23 male the a-hole for telling some rando that my mom 54 was active with my high school bully? Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. I mean, I get that. I would kind of be burying the lead. I mean, it's like, I don't even think, look, I'm not like questioning him for reaching out to the hinge date. That is not the part that I'm like, you know, up in arms about. Her advice was that he blocks the mom and the bully, which I don't think is a bad approach. Again, I prefer vehicular manslaughter, but that's just me. Did she go to college? Maybe she's journalism. She did go to college. She did not do journalism. That's your boy. No, she's a public health degree. I say that like I'm judging, but like it's not an exciting field. But with that comes a lot of knowledge. 18 years older, that ain't shit, Honolulu. That's not a real age gap. That's what I look, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I agree with you. But every time we talk, she's like, you're just a kid. My experience, my wisdom. I'm wiser beyond my years. It's like, you're just a kid. You'll get there one day, son. And I laid it out for her. I was like, you're not that much older than me. And she was like, no, I am. I've never dated a 23-year-old before. Well, unless, you know, she was 20. She's 25. And she was like, I've never dated 23-year-olds. I've never dated someone younger before, much less a year, 2 years. And I'm like, it's more like a year and a half. I'm August 02. She's February of 01. That's 18 months on the line. I'm that guy. I'm getting big clippers that roast on the campfire. Oh, let's go into detail. It should happen to any normal person. They're pulling a Chris Benoit. Yeah. And is anyone gonna fault him? It sounds like no one in here is like, well, guys, come on. Let's have some respect. 18 months is a big age gap in school. That's it. Yeah, no, 18 months as an age gap. You know what's a wild thought? I was thinking about it, and like, I'm not judging anyone, right? Age gaps or whatever. Age, at the end of the day, as long as it's legal, age is just a number. You can ask Bill Belichick. But there is a thought to like a 30-year-old man dating someone who, I don't even know how I put it. A 10-year age gap, think about this, right? Let's just assume guys older, girls younger, right? 10-year age gap. There was a point where the guy was 24, older than I am, and the girl was a freshman in high school. That's just, I'm not the first to say it, but that is it's a little bit of a brain bender, if you will. I'm with Giants fan 10 though. If your high school bully gets with your mom and then sends you, you know, unsolicited pictures of your own mom, I'm fucking beating their ass. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. Like, I would rather die than live in a reality where that's the case, to be quite frank. Word is bond. You, what the fuck? Yeah, seriously. That's what I'm saying. I thought about it, I'm like, that's weird. Freshman in high school, yeah. I'm not saying they're dating while they're freshmen in high school. I just think a 10-year age gap, that's like par for the course. Because there was a point in life where high schooler, you know, ends up with the grown-ass man. It's just gross. I try not to fuck around with age gaps too much, man. And like I said, I prefer older women. Older women. I will say older women biting off more than... Dating an older woman, quote-unquote... Dating a woman that's older than me is biting off more than I could chew. And I'm with it. But it's gonna be a grind. This is like it's like caramel and ice cream. So it's like frozen, so it's even tougher to get through. And yes, freshmen are literally children. I agree. That's why age gaps are such a mindfuck. But yeah, so if your high school bully ever gets with your mom, beat his ass. You freshman high school way too old. Drop a like if you haven't already. This has been a hell of a dialogue we've engaged in on this Monday morning. What else was I gonna? I think that was it. The flag football game. Cam Scadaboo said CT's fake. Yeah. My general age range is plus minus 2 over under. See, there it is. There it is. That's good. I think that's where I gotta land. My age preference on Hinge, it was at 34, you know, for Shaq. And then Hinge sent me an alert. They're like, hey man, you might want to crank that age up just one more year. Just one more year. And it was like, okay. And then I actually moved it down. After going on a date with a 25-year-old and realizing that this is not for the faint of heart, I moved it down. So now I'm back dating 29 and younger. Let's not go crazy. So I got a plus differential of 6, and then a negative differential of like 1 to 2. Dating girls younger than me is just a battle. Marriage has a year different than most, right? At most right now. Well, yeah, in school I get that, James. Fucked up parts. A lot of times, those girls at that age look for older guys. It's a very crazy system as a society we've built in here. It's yeah, man. I agree with you. It's nuts. Double digits. Just say you're unk and I ain't dating. Just call it. You're unk. Double digit age gap. If I dated a 33-year-old, the stuff I would talk about on this stream, I would go in detail. Yeah, I went on a date with a 33-year-old. I got to park in a handicap spot, so that was nice. So fucked up. Commitment is terrifying, I'll tell you that. This is so funny. Like, if I had a full night's sleep, I would be so much better at telling this story and going in detail. But I'm working with about 20% of my brain here. No double digit age over 10. Oh, that's what Otis meant. My bad. My bad. I'm the age of my life where I can legally date someone 10 years younger than me or 10 years older than me. Whoa. Well, which side of the spectrum do you lean on, Jarv? We batting upwards, or are we going down? This is a very personal question, by the way. I don't mean to pry. We don't need to get into it if you don't want to, or if anyone doesn't want to. I get it. This conversation got real quick. You guys gotta see this though. New York Giants pillows. Yep. Fuck yeah. Both, lol. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jarv's a lover. It's just major, and it's only 1 year younger, but up to 7 older. Hell yeah, Otis. Yeah, see that? I'm right there with you. Let's swing up. Jarvis 28. Yeah, good data for RJ. Yeah, that was the math I was doing. I was like, so 28. Okay, cool. Imagine Jarvis like, no, I'm actually 25. Years older though. Yeah, no, we all got our preferences here. That's so funny. Younger women like older guys. Younger guys like older women. maybe the world's in a good place. I will say, from these conversations, I'm realizing a couple of things about myself. One, game is game. I got to be more confident. I really do. I got to be more confident in these dating scenes. You know what I mean? Because I got no self-belief when it comes to dating. Usually I like cougars. Fuck yeah. After 25, I don't care. But below that, I think 2-3 years at the very most is fine. Yeah, that's fair. A wise man. Some dude I met at work once told me, if you can't take him out to drink, I'm not into it. Plain and simple. And I was like, all right, fair enough. I don't even drink, but like fair. Going below 21 is not something I've ever wanted to do. Other than when I was below 21 myself. Confidence is literally everything. It is, man. That's what I'm realizing. Like, again, I'm not, for the sake of this girl that I'm talking to, been on 3 dates with, so you can call it dating if you want. For the sake of her confidence, I'm not going to tell all these stories she told me. But she's like, yeah, I deal with fucking gross ass guys, dudes who like have like no standards, nothing going on. She's like, you are tall. I was like, thanks for that. It's like, you are tall, you should be confident. I was like, okay, all right, if you say so. So you're giving me permission to be confident? Okay, cool. And it meant a lot. Confidence is everything. Game is game. There is that confidence thing too. I realized at Six Flags in line for the Dippin' Dots. It all just clicked. St. Louis had a lot of Cougars growing up. That alone will make this STL a great place for me. Hey, St. Louis may not have a football team. They may have Hunna in soon, though. Be the biggest bum, but if you got confidence to make him laugh, you're in. Best dating advice I can give is ask the right questions, get her talking about herself, and be interested. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Last night I was kind of sitting, I was like, God, this girl talks a lot. But honestly, it kind of works. It's kind of good. I don't know, man. I've been one to talk a lot to myself, to a computer and a live stream, to people I know. It's nice to sometimes take a back seat and just listen. Just sit your ass down and learn. We talked about a lot of crazy shit. Because I was not about to do the whole like, so what are we? Like 5 dates in. No, I wanted to get to the point last night. And again, it was a heavy combo. So usually fall for putty, fall like putty for you. Yeah, man. All right. So Jarv's book of game. Confidence, make them laugh, ask them about themselves. And that's a good approach. That's like a spread offense. It's like you can trust it. It's timeless. Maybe not a spread. It's a good offense that's like timeless. Shotgun? I-form? What formation, like football formation, has stood the test of time? Bunch close? I would say single back, but I don't think that's an actual formation. I think that's just Madden. It's a 4-3 defense. It's a good starting point. There it is. Make it natural. Don't make it seem like an interview. See, that's my battle. Because my journalist background, I can't help but like, you know, be like, so how do you feel about this? And what about that? Who would you say you are in this context? The key to the Seahawks' success last year was how deep and well-rounded their roster was, more so than individual star players. Having let go of some of their players and pay others, upsets the dynamic IMO. Hey, Crafty Southpaw, I like it. I agree. Depth and well-rounded. Teams will try to duplicate it, but they can't. It's joined a funny time, but yeah. Amen. The only person on earth that's happy Missouri will be teamless by 2030. Maybe. Currently talking to a woman, but she's 10 years older than me. Zero drama, though, so far. At least someone who's older, you hope knows what they want. That's the pro. That's the pro. Maturity is very important in the dating scene. I realized that. My ex and I hated each other, but at least we understood each other on a mature level. Wishbone. Wildcat. All right. I was thinking Wildcat, but Wildcat hasn't stood the test of time. Man, not gonna lie, that Katie Nolan video I sent to the AI dating apps advice is some of the best advice I've heard in a while. You should definitely pull that video up. All right, I'll check it out. Where is it? Is it on YouTube or did you put it in the Discord? Because if it's in the Discord, I'm not gonna be able to figure it out today. But if it's on YouTube, I'll run it. Oh, you know what? It is on YouTube. For some reason I thought like it was like a personal thing. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it, Jerv. Fuck it. Okay, let's see, huh? Cool. Here we go. Where's the Mario music here? Come on.
Digitized version of Colin will not only give hot takes on the news of the day in his style, but also respond to audio takes from the user in Colin's same style. What happens if you ask it like dating advice?
We should try.
Do we want to test it right now?
Can we talk to him live?
Colin, how can I get women to talk to me?
That's not a sports question.
Oh.
But I'll give you the real answer anyway. Stop trying to get women to talk to you and start being the guy who makes it easy to talk. Calm energy, good eye contact, and actual curiosity. Ask one simple question, then shut up and listen. Most guys lose because they're performing, not connecting. And don't chase the outcome. When you're not desperate for a result, you instantly get more interesting.
Wow.
Not bad.
I hate to do a complete 180, but
Hey guys, if you want dating advice, ask Colin Coward.
Did they accidentally create a dating advice?
I mean, I like that he goes, that's not a sports question, but I'll answer it anyway.
That's
Fox
actually pretty
Sports
good. That's
released
funny.
an
It's
AI
a good bit.
version of their host.
That's true, though. That's true, man. Ask a simple question and shut the hell up. I like that. Not chasing outcomes. I think that's my biggest takeaway from the Colin Cowherd. A little soul search there. Fan of the Herbert Foxes pissed me off with that stupid shit. Oh, believe me, Dallas Crimson Tide. You and me both, buddy. Next video, AI video. It's coming out, dude. My camera fried, but it doesn't matter. 1 year is a huge age gap. I try and only date women's 3 months older or younger. Wow. Jeez. Huge age gap. I think Just an Idea is kidding. You see your gear switch mid videos. She realized it was actually good advice. Yeah, no, it's my gear switched. I was like, golly, Jarvis actually spitting game here. Jarvis right. Katie Nolan's so awesome. How could you not love Katie Nolan? Drop a like for Katie Nolan. Anyway, this is advice I wish I heard in my teens. That is true. Advice is so all over the place when it comes to dating. That's why I try not to be too like. I understand I'm a young dumb idiot, right? So I try not to be like too advice oriented or philosophical on this channel. I feel like this is more of a gathering place to discuss. Yeah, just be ashamed of yourself. This is a gathering place to discuss dating, modern dating. I'll tell you, if the sports league doesn't work out or the NFL takes down my account like Jackson Kruger or whatever, I'm making a dating channel. That would be a great watch. Oh my God. What I've learned from I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm not gonna. But yeah, so dating is wild, and that's why I'm so damn tired. I'll keep you guys posted if there's another date with this girl. Mind you, we met in December. We have been on 3 dates. It is March 23rd. So we're averaging a date every month. So I'll probably see her after the draft. That was another joke back and forth we had. She's like, you don't even have to worry in 6 months. You'll be shipped over to the Middle East. You'll get drafted, buddy. So, you know, good luck. It's like, thanks. Thank you for saying that. And Katie just dropped a video. She said she realized she's in a mustache, guys. You may have a chance. She's married, dude. She's married. You think I wouldn't drop everything? Could you imagine? Not only would that be the greatest life ever, but Katie Nolan would, this channel would climb to the top. This channel, I wouldn't even have to do anything. Just pop her in a video, just be like, hey, I'm here with my wife, Katie Nolan. And what football taught me about dating. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I just don't know what it would be other than have low expectations. Be prepared to be disappointed. Women are like the Giants. It's never over until it's over. What the AI Colin Cowherd taught us about dating. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. This has been a long Hinge update. It's been too long, honestly. It's been too long. Marriage may not mean a thing when it comes to mustaches for her, lol. That's, hey, if she wants a young stud with commitment issues and a, you know, small YouTube channel. I do appreciate Katie Nolan and Dan Soder, though. They have a fun connection. They seem like a really good and healthy couple, and I think that's cool. I think that's objectively sweet. Let's see here. Woj. It's not, I didn't want to click on. What's going on with Woj, by the way? Isn't he like doing some crazy stuff right now. What the hell is going on with Woj? Yeah, Katie Nolan's 101, dude. There he is.
Rank
Chicago
the
made
sports
Punk.
in your order of preference. Hockey.
Yeah, I'd say hockey's number one with the bullet. To me, hockey is like such a microcosm of life.
Yeah.
You know, like you
Said about any sport, but sure.
can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You need a support system.
Yep.
Those synonyms.
Everyone has blades on their feet.
Well, no, but if you see somebody picking on your little brother, you run over there and you punch him in the face.
Yeah.
And then there's consequences for that too.
Life.
You sit in the box for a couple minutes, you feel shame, but then you're back on the ice and you paid your debts to society, and you're back on the ice trying to win.
It's a perfect sport.
Yeah, it really is.
Rank the sport.
He didn't rank the sports, though. He just talked about how much he likes hockey. I like CM Punk, but that was a weird reel. They're pretty cool. Be careful dating. You think you're in a healthy relationship that another man makes an interception? Jeez. Hey, dude, if I get cheated on, you guys will be the first to know. I'll tell you that. I will get on here and be like, guys, we need to assemble. Love how phony Punk is. It's so funny. Like, he's the most real phony person of all time. What do you mean by that? Do you think he's bullshitting about hockey? I like spending quality time when dating. My GF and I fished all the time when we started dating in college. We do it. We still do it, but not as much because we both work now. That's so fun. That's so fun. I need like a fishing type hobby. I don't know what that would be, though. I got to get better at fishing myself. Right now, all I do is fish for compliments. Cody way faker than Punk. I'll fight you if you keep talking about Punk, lol. I love when wrestling debates get engaged here. It's funny. Again, if you missed it, here's my list, because I mentioned some wrestling. Here's my top 10 sports, because, I mean, I'm not going to talk about fucking Wimbledon again. 10, WrestleMania. Number 9, Summer Olympics. Number 8, March Madness. Number 7, NBA Finals. Number 6, Week 1 of the NFL season. Number 5, the Royal Rumble. Number 4, the big boxing match of the year. Number 3, the World Cup. Number 2, the Super Bowl. Number 1, the NFL Draft. Those are my best sporting events in order. He's definitely a hockey fan, but he's just like spewing bullshit because he's too lazy to give an actual answer. That wasn't an actual answer. I do agree with GF10 though. That is not an actual answer. That was like, I was like, hockey, it's just a microcosm of life where, like, you know, you gotta have a support system and you're also not in it alone, you know, as well. And if someone punches your little brother because you play hockey with your little brother, you got to go over there and beat the shit out of him. And then you got to do time in the box. It's like that metaphor got away from him very quickly. Like everything he said about hockey, besides the penalty box, you could say about most team sports. I do genuinely think football is a microcosm of life, and I'm biased, and I get that. But what I will say is football, like macro, like the way football is operated, the way shit just kind of like works, how the rich get away with a bunch of stuff. Like I feel like the like inner workings of football institutionally is a microcosm for how society is ran at large. Your list sucks. Whatever, Otis. Whatever, man. Punk only cares about hockey, maybe the Cubs, and a little bit. I do agree it was a weak answer. Especially if you never watched Punk live at a ROH show. Ring of Honor show. You don't get to tell me about how Jack Phillip Brooks. I've been locked in with this man for 2 decades. I'll tell you, man, when I first got into wrestling, it was CM Punk, not even had just left. What happened was I was playing WWE 2K15 with John Cena on the cover, and it had this like story mode where it gave you like the whole spiel about when CM Punk left the WWE. And I played through the story mode and I got really into it, and I started following CM Punk and said to myself, if CM Punk ever rejoins in the WWE, my life will be made. And then I stopped watching wrestling, and then years later he rejoined the WWE, and I missed the moment, and I'll never forgive myself for that. Because now he's on the cover of 2K, and I don't care. Because I wasn't there for the pop. I wasn't there for the moment. And it hurts my feelings deeply. I used to love CM Punk. You overhate MLB just because that century-long game. I overhate it. You could have talked to me 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I could have been 4 years old on this stream, and I still would have told you the same thing. The MLB's dumb as hell. Hunnaball. Been a fan since 06 when he debuted in WWE. Went back, watched some of his ROH work, so I've been locked in for 2 decades as well. He wasn't boots on the ground, though, Charm. You don't know CM Punk like I do. Oh, God. As a kid, lol, I wasn't watching independent wrestling. Oh, man. Anyways, CM Punk's a fraud, and dating is weird. Matt Damon talked to Katie
Do you guys have thoughts on Alex Bregman? It was just announced that he's...
He just mentioned this, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Alex Bregman?
I don't know what to say. We had 2 third basemen last year, 2 all-star third.
Oh, Christ. I'm good. Thanks, though. Thanks. I feel like there was something else that happened. Oh, my God. Yeah, there was. Hold on. Something big. Hold on. This is very important stuff here. Here we go.
I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the...
Hey! Oh my God. My boy said he's in the Aston doing donuts.
This is my favorite meme of the week.
I'm in the...
My boy said he's in the Aston doing donuts.
It's my favorite meme of the week. I don't care if it's ever played. I think it's hilarious. Just wait for him to become a baseball channel when the Angels inevitably win it all. When the Angels inevitably win it all. Yeah, man. When the worst team ever inevitably wins a chip. Yeah, totally. I probably have more likelihood of getting my foot ran over by a garbage truck and then cutting it off with a saw than the Angels do of going to the World Series, much less winning the damn thing. That new 2K is so bad, by the way. Genuinely worst sports game of the last decade right now. Really? Really? Is that right? Why the fuck? Thank Trump. Why is the art of the deal trending? What the fuck? What is going on? I'm not getting into it. Let's get to my dad just happened to be tapped in. See? You weren't boots on the ground, Jar. Apparently GF10's dad was, though. Anyways. Yawn. Y'all are talking about wrestling, and I appreciate and respect that. But I got nothing to add with that conversation. My boy said he's in the Aston doing donuts. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go to bed. And, sleep with my New York Giants pillow. But I appreciate you guys tuning in this Monday morning. It really was a mayhem Monday. And baseball sucks in case you missed it. So I will see you guys on Wednesday for War Room Wednesday, where we will be discussing defense. Holy shit, we moved to defense. I skipped tight ends. We can talk about tight ends on some different day. Let's get to the pass rushers. It's pass rushers week, damn it. Game 60% broken, and they added a battle pass that has all the unlocked. That sucks. That sucks, man. Great. Thank you. Great stream as always. I appreciate it, man. We powered through. I didn't want to stream this morning, but we made it happen. So whatever you're doing today, be consistent and attack it with will. I will see you guys on Wednesday for Pass Rusher Day. Hanna. Logan Paul is a piece of garbage human being and should get every mic taken away from him. Ball.